No, he's not feeling. I'm just now feeling like a human being. It's 3 o'clock. We're going to call the meeting to order. If you have a cell phone, make sure you mute it. Becky, will you read roll call?
I sure will. Tom Wilson.
Here.
Dean Friel.
Here.
Jack Scrogstead.
Here.
Mike Pearson.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is our new committee, first meeting. There's nobody here for any public comments. Approval of minutes. If there are no changes or corrections to the minutes from November 12th facilities meeting, maintenance committee meeting, they will stand as presented. Is there any changes to that? No. Okay, maintenance department report. I've got Eric's report here. Eric's not feeling very well, but his summary for this week, and I do have this week's summary, not last month's. So, yes. For those of you that are 30 days late, so the maintenance department just we have a truck purchase. Eric, we bought it locally from Ken Nelson. So we kept it local. We got a really good deal on a truck for our facility, our maintenance department. Got a snow plow from Benell's. So I think that goes on tomorrow. There's 14 interviews for a new position for Chris's retirement. It says there's 14 interviews scheduled. Next door, we're cleaning out the garages. Rainer Door Authority of DeKalb has been over there, and the 6 garage doors have been replaced, or 5 replaced and 1 new one. The door that we put into the lower level of the old LEC is done. The concrete was cut out. The steel beam was put in from Robinson. Concrete was poured. The door was installed, I believe, last Tuesday. And the Door Authority presently is over there finishing up a little bit of work they have to do, but all the doors in that lower level have been removed and replaced. We had a heater in the 1 garage that's going to suffice for all 5 garages. So those garages are cleaned out, and Eric and his team are using that for storage of salt and just, stuff that we've never been able to store before. We actually have room and space, and it was essentially free space because we own the structure. We have a new roof going on that part of the facility tomorrow. At the old LEC, there was a handrail that was busted, and we had a guy come out and look at it so we can get it welded up. They got to weld it in place, so it's a little bit of a tricky thing to do, but Eric's working through that with that contractor. Animal control. The flooring install was completed by Boss. Base install is 12/12, which that's in 2 days. So they'll do the base trim in 2 days. In the new courts building, the HVAC project troubleshooting and circuit clerks for RADs. I don't know what that means, but they're troubleshooting everything in there. Helm Electric's PMs start 12/9. The new courtroom 405 is operating like we anticipated. NORAD and Helm are working and targeting completion of 12/13. A little bit of a scheduling KOFU that we're working through right now with Helm and NORAD or NORMAD. Nomad. From NORAD, yes. Any of the above. Second floor expansion space, fence, and gate build out is delayed. That's where we're gonna be that's our temporary holding facilities for inmates. I believe is there 5 spaces or 4 spaces we're creating? Is this 4? Okay. They are built and done. It says delayed. From Nomad. Okay. Okay,
So the use of that.
okay. Um, the the Helm LED lighting on the fourth floor, comment incentive approval for fiscal year 25. They're gonna go through we got a price from Helm to go through and replace all the lights on the fourth floor and start working our way down through the buildings and trying to get as much of the LED stuff done as possible. And there's a huge savings. What's that? Oh, there's huge savings involved lighting wise, and we're looking to do the same type of thing over here. The old courts building generator block heater failed, it's being replaced yesterday. Best remodel is delayed over here. South entrance door replacement approval. Install day of 4 to 8 weeks, weather permitting. Card reader will be installed. So we're replacing the south entrance door. We couldn't get weather seals for it anymore. It's very old metal. So we're replacing the door and replacing the electronics with TJ Services. Dixon Glass is doing that job. That was bid. They were the low bid. They are local. We're using TJ Services for the automatic door openers. So that's going to get done in the next 4 to 8 weeks. And then I already stated the garage roof next door is getting replaced. The garage roof is getting replaced. I think starting tomorrow is what I was told from the contractor, and they're in touch with Eric. We're just trying to help Eric out as much as we can if he's not here, just to make sure things keep getting pushed along. Is there any questions on any of the facility? Models at the. I'll let our administrator speak to that.
Yeah, so, right now, Best is over here, Best Inc., on our third floor, and they've been here for many, many years. Obviously, we want to keep them our goal is to try to keep them within the county facilities, as the great partner that they are. And right now, with how busy maintenance is with some of the other projects, this is not a priority. So we're trying to get the priority projects done, now, and we'll get to this when we can. We do have space downstairs on the first floor that we do intend to remodel for them, move them into, and then up here we'll build out the administrative offices, like for the HR coordinator and eventually the finance team. So that will take time. We have plenty of time to do that, and we're just trying to prioritize our projects as we go.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate, or Jeremy, I appreciate that. How is the HR? Has that been posted?
It has been posted.
And then when is that due?
So it's going to be the position posting will be open until filled. Currently we'll have a review of our initial resumes and applicants in February. So I'm trying to give plenty of time to make sure that we have a very broad and extensive applicant pool. So it's going to be a very significant position within the county. We want to do it right.
Yes, agreed. I'm looking forward to the HR position. That's great. Anybody have any other questions on any of Eric's report? No? I encourage anybody to get a hold of Eric. His number, Becky can get you his number. But I encourage you to go over there. We can't go over as a group. We could, but it's just a royal pain. But let Eric walk you guys through what we've done with Allied Partners, the new courts room, what we're planning on doing in the lower level of the courts building. We're gonna be out of the bottom of the courts building. It's gonna free up a lot of space for more storage and have him show you the LEC, what we're doing over there, because most of that work is coming along real well, and he can walk you through all that stuff. And that's kind of where we're at with what we're doing right now, is just trying to get things organized for those guys. And they're snowplow wise, they're ready to go. So they've got all their plows ready. They got the salt spreaders. I mean, everything's ready to go. We're just waiting for snow. Hopefully we can wait until about March 15th. So, but we'll see. The work orders. There's no requested work orders. Are we still going to throughout the course of the year? Are we gonna start doing, is there anybody asking for work to be completed? And are we gonna start using this system? So-
The system is in place, and Eric could speak to that more. But there's been, again, some significant project development that is taking precedent. Be outside of some of the other departmental work orders that are there. They've been doing the smaller ones that
Right.
would not necessarily hit the
Yep.
committee level as they go, but the significant ones that hit over the financial threshold that we have as a cap will get to that, and there are requests within the system.
Cause I think currently we're at $2,500. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
So I mean, anything that's $2,500, I mean, we go through this and we never see a work request, but we've got work being done. A lot of the stuff is because it's stuff that we've already had approval for a long time ago. So a lot of this stuff we've had on the books for a year and a half
Plus,
plus. So every time we come in here, it's always a request for submittals submitted for discussion none. I mean, it will eventually get to a point where Eric will have rooms that he wants to remodel, downstairs rooms to remodel, and have us have dollar amounts to facilitate that type of stuff. And Eric's doing a really good job, and his team is really coming together well. We've always had skilled people, but Eric comes from a carpentry background, and we're getting skilled people, and he's teaching a lot of his skill sets to the guys, and it's making a big difference. And we're doing a lot better job in our custodial stuff, and his scheduling is done really well too. So kudos to Eric when he's here. But anyway, I'm just kidding. Unfinished business. Is there any items for unfinished business? Is there anything that anybody here has questions on for what we've done and which direction we're going from here on out? No? We're a pretty active group, and I don't think it's gonna slow down anytime soon. I think it's really good what's going on with us, so. New business, there's no items under new business. There's no executive session. Becky or Jeremy, you guys have anything else for the committee? Nothing? All right, well, comes from my favorite time, Dean. I have a motion to adjourn. Dean Friel,
Second.
Mike,
Mike.
second, third, yeah, we got it.
We got a third, yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you. Take your pick.